What's good? What's good? Hey, what's up? Salute. What's up, Evan? How you doing? Hey, Susan, how you doing, man? All right, so I want everybody who's watching right now, if you haven't already, go follow me on Instagram at JKnowsCredit. Go do that now. Hit that follow button. All my new followers who follow me on Instagram tonight, I'm going to send you a Cash App payment. I'm going to pick somebody and send them a Cash App payment. So anybody who's not already following me, what time is it right now? It's 8:11 Eastern Standard Time. So anybody that I see who follows my page between 8:11 and I'll say pick 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock Eastern Time. Anybody who follows my page between now and that time, I'm going to automatically just pick somebody out of that group. I may just have Ashley just give me some letters. I'll pick some letters. The first two letters, I'll have her give me two letters. Out of 2 letters, I'll see if those 2 letters match up in your screen name that's on Instagram. If those 2 letters are in your screen name on Instagram, you're going to be the person that's going to win. I will announce it. I will tag you on Instagram. I'll post it and say such and such person has won the Cash App payment, and I will send you a Cash App payment right there. So you can see that it was real. I'll probably screenshot that and tag you in it and then post it or something like that. No, I'll post it first. That way I can know what your Cash App name is. That makes more sense. Has to make sense. So go follow my page right now at JKnowsCredit if you haven't already, at JKnowsCredit. Gave some giveaways already earlier today. I think I'm probably going to do one more giveaway tonight just because on my Instagram page only. Also, everybody, if you're new watching this, I'm doing another giveaway on May the 1st it's going to be a bigger giveaway where I'm doing a little giveaway right now on Instagram. It's not going to be as grandiose as the ones I'm going to do here on live. Everybody who's actually got a service between, I forgot what date that was when I first announced it. It was more around the middle of the month up until the 30th. Anybody who gets a service, whoever gets a consultation is entered into a drawing for me to give them some free stuff. Fix the TV for you? Okay, give me a second. Okay, did you finish your hot dogs? Okay. Corn dogs, yes. Did you put your plate in the trash? You did? Did you put your fork in the sink? Did you clean up your mess? Are there any Cheerios on my floor? Okay. Wait for daddy. Okay. All right. Parenting 101. So make sure that everybody who is watching this right now, go ahead and like the video. Like it, hit the like button. 2 likes, 23 viewers. That's kind of off. Go ahead and hit the like button. But anybody who does want to do a super chat, if you want to donate to the channel, you definitely can donate to the channel. Any money donated to the channel, I will be sending money back out. So anybody who donates money will not be going straight to me. I will take that money and send it to somebody else who just wins a drawing sometimes, or it could come back to you 10 times fold, 20 times fold. I just like to do giveaways. I won't tell you all the time when I'm doing giveaways. Right now I'm doing one on May the 1st. I'm announcing that. But if you're looking to only see me do these things where I'm going to let you know, it will not be done like that. I will just do random giveaways, random ones on my Instagram page, random ones on my YouTube. I might just start a live one day and just be like, all right, who's out there? Drop your Cash App name. I might just pick a person's name. Like, you know what? I like you. I like your name. I like your screen name. I like your positivity. I like your comment. Whatever like that. I might say, I like that. I'm gonna send you a Cash App payment. Pull out my phone, send a Cash App payment, show it on the screen that I sent you your Cash App payment so you know it's real and viewers know it's real. Okay, so it'll just be random. Oh, don't fall off the bed, Jeremiah. Stop playing. Stop, sir. Oh, Mark, I like that, Mark. Appreciate that. Bless somebody. I'm definitely going to do that. I'll do that. I'm going to do that all day long. And definitely appreciate your donation there. Like I said, I will be paying out all the money. I sent out over $300 today just in Cash App payments to people, just random people. I didn't even know who they were. They didn't even get anything. I just sent, money, different amounts of money to different people. Okay, so I think it plays a part when you're actually able to do things and give back and all that. So it's not just like, oh, I'm just gonna just keep all the money and Jay's just taking all this money and all that. Like, no, I'm giving money back out to people just because they follow, they subscribe, they watch me, they like my photos, they engage in my posts, things like that. So people who do not will not, they won't see it. They won't get the benefit that a lot of you all are going to get. So I will be doing random things. I will no longer be like announcing what times I'm going to do a live or what time I'm going to do this. It'll just be, I'll just do it. And if you're available, you get on it, you get that alert. That's why it's very important that you hit notification alerts, not just subscribe, you hit the notification button. That way you know when I'm doing a live. And then also follow me on Instagram. That way like, I'll be in your newsfeed. You know what I'm saying? Or if you just want to check Jay Knows Credit, check out the page, see what's going on, you'll be able to see that. So make sure you do that. I will announce who that person is after 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I'll make a post and make that announcement about, who actually won the actual giveaway tonight. But don't forget, anybody who wants to get a service, or if you want to get a consultation and you want to be entered into the drawing, get out. Downstairs. All right. If you want to be entered into the drawing or anything like that, where you want to know what's going on, be entered into the giveaway, it's going to be done here live on May the 1st. I will announce that particular time. That way everybody can actually know when the giveaway is going to happen. But it's only going to be people who actually got a consultation or you got a service. If you did get a consultation or service, then you will be entered to that and be able to win that money. Okay, so let me see. All right, but yeah, big ups. But yes, anybody have anything they want to talk about this evening? I'm going to give you the floor here for the next few minutes. And as I'm waiting on some questions and things like that, say get out, straight parent mode real quick. Oh yeah, you already know. You can go from smiling to, boy, if you don't get your butt, my parents out there recognize. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. Yep, new prices on services. I will not announce what they are. My assistants don't even know what they are. So don't call asking my assistants what the prices are because they have no idea. I haven't told them. I won't tell them until midnight come April 30th, that night, going into May 1st, midnight. Then they'll have a new price list. But I'm not making any announcements here publicly until May the 1st. So anybody wants to get a service, they want to get anything at this time, they need to lock it in now. If they want to get it at the price it is right now, if they don't care, they want to pay extra money later, totally fine. Just want to make sure everybody knows that the prices will be going up come May 1st. Okay, so the King, how how does the credit card funding work? So with that funding, you basically pay for the application fee. You can pay that up front. You also can pay for a consultation if you choose to. Now, the difference between paying the consultation fee and paying for the funding application is that we do an evaluation of your credit, and we find out that you are 100% guaranteed going to get funding with how your profile looks. Then your application fee is now refundable. If that does not happen, if I am wrong in your evaluation of what I have for getting people funding, then I will refund all of your money. If you decide you don't need an evaluation, you don't want to pay for a consult, you just want to pay straight for the funding, then the application fee that you pay is no longer non-refundable, to where you can, just get money back because you applied on your own based on your own knowledge, and you said, hey, I'm gonna get funding. I did the work, did all the applications for you, and you got denials on all your applications. And so with that, it's no longer my fault. I just went to the ones that I know you have the best chance of getting a lot of money from, and those companies did not give you any money, so that's something that you basically paid for. Just like if you applied for an apartment complex and your credit was bad and you got denied, the app fee is not refundable. You just pay for an application fee and have a nice day. Okay. Let's see. Need that business funding. Oh yeah. A lot of people do, man. Just let me know. Let me know when you're ready. What is the profile I need to have for the funding? So the profile that you want to have strong primaries. If you know, a strong primary would be at least 2 years. Average credit history. The maximum, the best is like 9 years. 5 years is good. But even if you have an average of like 3, that's still something I can work with. Okay. You want to, of course, you want to be in the 700s. Don't come with me with those 650s and 680s and all that. Even if your credit's completely clean, you need to get a boost in that. So if you want to get proper funding, you definitely want to be, over the 720 mark, because there are certain cards that won't even give you an approval if it's not over 720, just the score itself. Okay, so I would say definitely I have all scores over 720, and of course, you don't want to have any negatives. Like if you have negatives on there, that already tells me that your chances of getting approved are very slim. I'm not saying they're not. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's very, very slim. You want to have no negatives. Very low increase, like 0 to 2 increase. Don't be coming at me. Hey, I have everything cleaned up, but my increase, I got 36 increase per bureau. Nobody's going to improve you with that because you're already going to be high risk. Also, new accounts. You don't want to have a lot of new accounts, because you got a lot of new accounts in the past year. Then they're going to look at you as like, oh, well, you already got 500,000, or you already got a car. You got 2 credit cards already, like 2 months ago. And then you also got a new personal loan. So you got 4 new accounts in the past 3 months. They're not going to want to extend more credit out to you. They're going to look at it as, okay, what other things do you have that you applied for that maybe haven't hit your credit report yet? So they're going to look at you as a high risk there as well. So you want to make sure that you have over 720. If you don't have the history, get some history. Buy some AUs, whether that's from me, from somebody else. Ask your cousins to put you on their cards, authorized user, and get that score up. Get utilization down on your cards. Make sure utilization is under 30% for good. You want your card to be in an excellent position. You want to be under 10%, and then we can apply for funding. And make sure if you're under 10%, that it has now reported to the credit bureaus as being under 10%. Because you might see it on your credit card that you're at 10% or less, but to the credit bureaus, it hasn't reported as being 10% or less. So make sure that you have it reported. But those are just a couple of things. How many points do you think a 30-day that is over 2 years affects me when I am at about 710? If it's been over 2 years, it doesn't affect you as much. It's not going to totally get you out of credit funding, especially if that one late payment over 2 years ago is the only thing that you have that's negative. Okay, if that's all you've got, you can still get funding. You got a 710, I would definitely say get a couple of AUs or one AU, depending on how much you need. And speaking of AUs, we have people in my department doing credit evaluations or consultations for you to get AUs, because a lot of people don't know, like they call and they want to get a 6-year AU, not knowing that 6-year AU is not going to help your credit profile to what you think it is. They're like, yeah, I want a $50,000, you know, a $30,000 credit card. It needs to be high limits. It's got to be, you know, this many years old and all that. Not knowing that the main thing that's really going to help your credit is the actual history, not the limit. Now, I know if you don't have any high limit credit cards on your profile and you're trying to, you know, get some high limits, it's good to maybe have one higher limit, something like 5 to 10K. Okay. But you want 20K and 30K and 40K and all that. That's good, but you don't necessarily need that. You don't necessarily need it in order to build your profile the proper way, because your profile might look a certain way to where you only need to have more history, not bigger limits. Some people already have big limits. They just need more history. So if you already got a 20K card or 10K card or 8K card on your profile, you might want to buy just some AUs that just have the most history, you know? But if you don't know that and you just want to buy some, you know, you could possibly just waste your money, because I'm not going to look at your profile. I'm just going to add the AUs to whatever you tell me to add it to. Like you tell me to add it, I'm just going to, you know, take social security number and all that kind of good stuff and just post that AU, you know, for you. That's it. So when it hits, I'm like, okay, did it hit your credit report? Okay, it did. All right, fantastic. All right, I already know what to count and what to do in order for you to, you know, in order to take you off the AU. Once that time is over, I just remove you and that's it. You know, I don't ask you if you got funding unless you came to me, you wanted me to apply for funding. You know, the time frame it hits. After that time frame, you're taking off and we keep moving. So just make sure you know. If you already know how they work and how to properly use them, then okay, that's all at your own risk. But if you're not really 100% sure about what AU is going to actually help your profile, not help overall, what you read online and all that, your profile. Every profile is different. It is not the same. There is no cut and dry process to adding AUs or building a profile or just some cookie cutter process. No, it does take work. Okay, it does take work. Now, y'all can follow me for a second as I get my little man here in place. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get him right. Then we're going to continue with some other questions. I ain't forgot. I see your questions here.
On the TV channel.
Okay, we'll get you right. Where's the remote, sir?
I don't know where it is.
You don't know where it is? Well, that's not good.
I think, I think it's under the couchy.
You under the couchy?
Yes.
You dropped it under the couchy?
Yes.
Okay.
There was voters. It was heat wave.
All right, come on, let's go to your room. You watch TV in your room. All right. Yes, I'm waiting for you. Hurry up. All right, let me see. Next questions. What up, Jay? You heard about some code on income tax that would eliminate a fee for not having insurance, for not having life insurance? Is that what you're talking about, Jacob?
Whoa, Daddy, look. It's the yellow.
Now with that, you're going into more of a tax consultation, but there shouldn't be no code. It should just be something that you can actually, you don't have to put in no certain code when you're filing your taxes. Anybody has to put in some type of code to file your taxes. It should just be something that's automatic based on your situation. All right, Jeremiah. Watching Ninja Steel?
Yes, the Ninja.
Okay, there you go. Let's give you some volume, sir.
Yay! Volume.
There you are, sir. Your service has been done. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Knock on my door if you need me. All right. And we're back. All right, let's see these questions here. Try and miss anybody. I appreciate the love on the hoodie, man. Make sure I didn't miss any questions here. Jay, want to do a project with my trucking about business credit and funding. Want to do a project, Robert? What are you speaking of, bro? And Smooth Auto, I need personal loan funding. Well, hit us up, man. Hit us up if you're ready for that. That personal loan funding, okay? But I'll get some more questions here in a minute. Now, let's talk about what these credit card companies, I'm not credit card company, these credit repair companies don't want you to know, okay? So I get a lot of people, talking about, hey, I'm saying my credit repair company, I got this company, I've been paying them for X amount of months and things like that. And, I haven't got any results and haven't got any communication. I haven't got any letters in the mail. I keep calling them. They keep giving me the runaround and things like that. And, they're like, hey, Jay, I'm ready to get your services, or I'm going to do it myself because, it has worked. Now, the reason I even made this video is for those people. Now, what these companies don't want you to know, which I'm going to put a lot of them on blast, and, you can tag them in this video if you want to. I don't care about that. But what a lot of them don't want you to know is that they are not doing what they tell you that they are doing. Okay, so first off, a lot of companies are not actually sending in letters for you. A lot of companies, what they do is they'll have you pay money and then they'll wait 60 days before they do any type of letter writing. Now, this is for a lot of them, not all of them, but there are a lot of them, and I'm not going to call their names out in this video, but there are some that they will wait 60 days after you've already initially paid them before they even send out the first letter. So you could have paid them $100, $120, $180, $200, $150, $300, stuff like that. Okay. And then you pay them again for the second month, $150, $180, $200, $300. And then that's when they actually send out the first letter. So you've already been paying them for 60 plus days and they ain't even done nothing yet. Okay. Or what they do is they have you pay them for that first month. And what they do is they'll do something like remove your addresses first, which is something you really don't care about. Like, now there is a strategy where you can remove addresses and do something, there's something you can do special with that when it comes to a credit sweep and all that. But other than that, like, they might send a letter in to just correct your names, which you can do that yourself, really. Like, you just call them and say, hey, that's not my name, take it off my credit report. You don't even have to send a letter or have anything special for that. That's not how my name is spelled. I actually called literally, what was that, 2-3 days ago? I looked at my report and it updated. For some reason they had 2 R's on my name. My name only has 1 R. So I just called on the phone like, hey, that's not my name. And she's like, oh, okay, I'll take this off for you. And I was like, okay, is it all? Okay, we're done. Is there anything else I can help you with? No, that's it. Hung up the phone. So you just spent $150, $300 for a person basically to send a letter in just to remove an address off your profile. So they could have did online. You could have did online or called in. I'm talking about an address, a phone number, something simple like that. And you've already spent $300, $400 for that. Okay. Another thing they don't want you to know is that they give you BS answers like, oh, what's my favorite BS answer? When you're like, hey man, nothing's come off my report yet. I haven't got nothing off my report yet, son. You might not say son, you might just be mad and in your zone. I know my New York ninjas out there. You know what I'm saying? Your accent just kind of pours out. You might be from Louisiana, you might be from Texas, so you might be from California, but you already know when you're upset, saying that slang come out. You start thinking, you start talking out of, that, for lack of a better word, and if you're white watching this, don't be offended, but you put your white voice on, you kind of get out of the work voice and get that white voice. White voice goes away, work voice goes away, and then you're like back in like, yo, that comfortable, yo, like what the world's going on? Y'all ain't doing nothing with my credit report. So this is what they tell you. They say, well, with the credit bureaus, we're not allowed to send in but so many disputes at one time. So we got to do 1 to 2 disputes at a time to give them time. And it's more effective that way if we only do 1 or 2 disputes or something like that at one time. In which I've done multiple. I'll fill up a whole freaking page of this is wrong, that's wrong, this wrong, that wrong, this wrong, that wrong, 15 times and get everything off your credit report. Off that 1 round, 2 round, 3, whatever. But they tell you that, they can't get but so much off your report, or they can't send in but so much things to dispute at one time. Now, are there ways to do that? There are certain special ways you can actually send in and break it up, certain things that you can do all at one time. There are certain things that you shouldn't do all at one time. But for the most part, they're just telling you a bunch of BS to keep you paying monthly, because they're not going to give you any proof on that. They don't give you any actual physical copy of where it says that you can only dispute this much information at one time. They're not going to tell you that. They're just going to give you that BS answer. Okay? Because if anybody tells you that, you can say, hey, show me that in writing from Experian or Equifax where I cannot dispute more than 1 item at a time, more than 2 at a time, more than 3 at a time. Tell me where that is written at. And if they can't tell you that, of course, they're telling you some BS. All right? Believe what you want. All right? But always go with the facts about where stuff is written in there. Now, you already know as a consumer, you can dispute as much things as you want. I mean, you can dispute things on your credit report, right? But where does it say you can only dispute 1 thing at a time? Or 2 or 3? If you find it, you let me know. Anyway, so that's 1. Oh, that's 2. Another thing that they do is they do a lot of copying and pasting, which means that a lot of things they do is not actually handwritten. And I'm actually partnered with a company. I'm a real agent for an actual company, an actual credit repair agent for a company that actually does real letter writing, stuff like that, who actually sends communication to you. Most companies, what they want to do, they want to be your full power of attorney. I work with a company where they're a limited power of attorney, which means that all communication still goes to you. So you know exactly what was disputed. You know exactly what came off. You know exactly what did not come off. So there's no question about what work was being done on your profile. But what they do is a lot of companies do that full power of attorney. That means you're signing over everything. You're signing over all of your communication rights to the actual credit repair company, which means that all communication from disputes go to them. They don't go to you. So what you might have to do is you have to go maybe log into a system where it shows you what's on your profile, and it shows you in there what's been disputed, and it shows you what has come off and what hasn't in their software system, but not from the actual credit bureaus themselves. Okay, so I think it's better to be a part of one that's either a limited power of attorney or no power of attorney, to where all the information is coming to you as the client, so you know you're not being bamboozled for your credit repair. You know what I'm saying? And so if they have it to where they know this has been disputed, then ask them questions like, when was it disputed? What was the date? And then, what was on that letter? Can you send me a screenshot of a printout or something of that letter stamped from them or something, a letter? It should say Experian on the letterhead, Equifax on the letterhead or something. Can they send you that? I promise you they will not send you that because they don't want you to know that they're not doing their job. The whole purpose of most credit repair companies is to get you to pay for the rest of your life. Get you to keep paying every month. You pay the next month. You pay the next month. I know people call me, they've been paying for 3, 4, 5 years. And they just never stop paying. It just keeps being drafted out of their account. They done forgot about it. They're paying all these companies $150, $180, $200 a month. And, still nothing's off. Somebody called me and said, yeah, well, all my inquiries came off. I said, how long have you been paying them? So I'm paying them for 2 years. Well, they're supposed to come off because 2 years, they fall off. So they didn't remove the inquiries. They just came off the report. And they're like, oh, man, you're right. And I'm like, yeah, they didn't do no work. Now, there are some who do, you get a little bit of results. They send those 2 to 5 disputes, and they get something off. And you're like, booyah, yeah, it's working, got some results, blah, 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 blah. All that means is they got you locked in for another 4, 5, 6, 8 months of paying that money. Because they got you on that first high of getting that removal. You're like, booyah, yeah, got it. Yeah. That's my Dave Chappelle. Booyah. And then, they got you excited for you to keep paying. That's why with my company that I work with, they do it to where you're only paying for 6 months. You're not paying for, 12 months, 2 years, or there's no cutoff date. You just keep paying and paying and paying and paying and paying most of these companies until you decide you don't want to pay no more. So just want to put that out there, as well as anybody who's doing credit repair, not credit sweeps, I'm about credit repair. Other people tell me that they've been paying, $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 for credit repair, not for sweeps, for repair. And I'm like, what? Like, what do you mean? So it's already been 6 months have passed by, people paying for credit repair, and still they don't have all the results or no results. Nobody is allowed by law to really charge you up front for full credit repair. Okay. You're supposed to pay monthly for that if you're trying to get collections and late payments and student loans and all that kind of stuff removed off your credit report. You're supposed to pay monthly for that. You know what I'm saying? You're not supposed to pay all at one time. You're supposed to pay at least by law, you're supposed to pay for 1 month, 2 months. Then after you pay for your second month, you're actually allowed to pay off the whole entire balance. But you got to pay for at least 2 months first before you can do that. Okay, so you got to wait 60 days before you can pay off your whole entire balance. Okay, that's just by law what you're supposed to do. So if you're being charged, $1,000, $2,000 up front for credit repair, probably wouldn't do that. I would suggest you just get a credit sweep from somebody. It doesn't have to be me. You can call anybody else. I don't care. Anybody else you decide you want to call for a credit sweep or look up credit sweeps. You don't like me because I'm black. Hit up a white person. You don't like me because I got dreads. I got a big nose. Or you know somebody else who does it already. Call that person to do it before you go and pay $2,000 for credit repair. Okay, it's just not worth it to do that. You know what I'm saying? Just not worth it. Okay. Also, I just want to address anybody who knows anybody who's cheaper and all that. There's no reason to comment, oh, I know somebody cheaper to do that. Well, just call that person who's cheaper to get it done for you. Okay, that's just what you decide to do. Okay, there's no reason to knock, Walmart for selling pants for $80 and then somebody else selling pants for $700. Okay, it's just, just what it is. Both of them are pants, but, sometimes you get what you pay for. Sometimes you just want a certain person to do it because of who you feel comfortable with. Okay. So very, very important. Everybody understands that. And, spend more time being positive than being negative. Very, very important for your life lesson. Okay. Let me get to some quick questions and then I'm going to get back in daddy mode. Okay. Ooh, got a lot of comments here. A lot of comments. Locked in. So I'm going through questions, guys and gals. What does your credit profile have to look like to get a mortgage? Now that's going to go from bank to bank. There are some companies, and I would highly suggest if you don't already have Navy Federal, get Navy Federal. Navy Federal credit services, mortgage services, as far as like customer service, sucks really bad, but interest rates are fantastic. So if you can suffer through the sucky, crappy customer service to get to the very, very good interest rate, I would say get with them. All right. So you can have collections with certain companies, certain mortgage lenders don't care if you have a certain amount of a collection. They might say you got a little $700, $200 collection, maybe a $1,000 or less in the collection. They might say, yo, we don't care about that. We don't care about that. As long as everything else is good, little $1,000 collection you got right there, we don't care about that. There are some where you have to get everything off. Like, no, we're not even touching you until you pay off this and pay off that and pay off this. Okay. So very, very important. Very important. Hopefully everybody can still see me. Let's see. But yeah, make sure everybody can see me. If you can still see me, please type a Y. Make sure my signal is not going out or something here, my Wi-Fi or anything like that. Everybody see me? Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for that. All right. But as far as back to the mortgage thing, if you want to get the best credit score, they have it in like an A, B, C, D class for a lot of lenders. So if you want to be in that A class where you're going to get that, that best interest rate possible, of course, you want your scores to be above that 720 mark. I'm saying the higher the score to get you locked in for the best possible interest rate, that's where you want to be at. Okay. So you want to have that high score. And of course, you want to have the income in order to qualify for the house. That's going to be the main thing. People try to get houses that they don't qualify for income-wise, but their credit scores are good. So make sure you can actually afford the house you're trying to buy. Now, if in any case where you can't afford the house because your debt to income ratio is off, you may need to clean up some of your stuff, maybe get some stuff removed. Like, even though it might be something that's positive on your credit, but because you have a debt attached to it, you might want to get that debt removed. And so getting that debt removed could be done through a sweep, and that could possibly help you qualify for more house that you wouldn't normally qualify for. That does help some people too, but there is no like cut and dry way to tell you that you're going to get a house based on, these things. There's just different ways to increase it. But if I let you know, if you're going with like a Navy Federal, you can still have collections and things and still get a house. You can have charge-offs and still get a house. Hopefully that answers your question. Mary Wilson, the back office of Premier, she nasty. Okay, I'm still incarcerated, but we'll be looking for it in August. Sweeping my credit now on my own, thanks to you. All right, King, I see you, baby. You get out in August. That's my actual anniversary month, man. That's a good month. It's still gonna be warm outside, man. Salute to you. Glad you got internet access, man. Trying to build that Navy Federal internal score. Got you. With their internal processes, if you already have a card with them, just pay that card down, man. Pay that card down. You can wait. If you got a Navy Federal credit card already, just wait five months. Pay your credit card down to about 9% balance. Wait 5 months. Apply for another card. You'll get it. After you apply for another card, go ahead and ask for an increase on your other card that you already have. Because after 3 months, you can actually get an increase. But I'll wait till that 5th month, get that second card, then ask for an increase on that first card. Do you do inquiry removal? What's the cost and estimated length of time of removal? Notice I said estimated because I understand these things take time. Stephen Williams, I want to mess your name up, so I'm going to say both. Yes, we still do inquiry removals. The cost is going to change come May 1st, so you'll have to inquire about that because I'm not sure when you want to pay for it. And estimated time removal is 45 business days. Can you keep your head up in there? I know how it feels. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Me too, 305. Me too. Jimmy, what's good? 305. How much to remove inquiries? Yep. That's what it is right now. Only thing I have on my file is a self-lender, MJC and Hutton Chase, DSX. Yeah, but how long? How much history you got? It's all about the history. I'm not sure exactly how long you've had all those things. The longer you've had them, the better. Okay. Good credit union to apply for, of course. Navy is going to be, really good. You got First Union. You got NASA, Federal Credit Union. You got who's the other one I can't think of right now. The other main one, big one. Good Lord, I can't think of the name right now. Got it written down. Can't think of their name. My goodness. Oh, pull out the phone. I got all this in my notes. All the credit unions that are good. Unified Financial Credit Union. Where's my other? Looking for a certain note that I have. I don't know why I can't think of that name right now. Of course, now I'm looking for it. I can't even find it. Let's see. What do I have that listed under? Banks. I got to pull it up because it's messing with my brain right now. Where are they at? Oh, Alliant Credit Union. That was one. What's the other one? Guys, the main one right now. I can't even think of right now. My brain's just going crazy right now. But those are a couple you can definitely apply for that are national banks, credit unions. I hate when I got something on tip of my brain. I can't get it out. Let's see. Things. See, self-lender. So they just bought the credit repair cloud and ripping you off. How does self-lender work? Keep your thing. You said daddy duties. So I don't do self-lender personally. I don't have a self-lender. I haven't done them. Not saying they don't work. A lot of people tell me that they've done them and they've worked for them. They had good, reports about them. I just don't do self-lender. It just seems like something for me personally is basically like a secured card to me, basically. I try to get ones that just have, bigger limits. So I don't really know how they work because I don't mess with them. So something you'll have to Google or ask somebody in here about that because I'm just gonna be honest, I don't mess with them. Nick says sound like less than law. You stupid. Experian has my birth date wrong. Wow, you need to change that. Call them. They be feeding people that BS. They don't want their disputes to be coded as frivolous. Right. What's the ideal credit and profile to get a $6,000 personal loan or business loan? Okay, so anything dealing with personal loans can be based on your income. If your income doesn't qualify you, more than likely you're not going to be getting that type of loan. Even if your credit is good, they'll give you $6,000 on a credit card before they give you $6,000 on a personal loan because that means you have a guaranteed amount of money you have to pay every month. They want to make sure that you're actually getting paid that money before they give you that money. Okay. But I mean, if you already have the income to qualify and your credit looks decent, of course you want to be over at least a 680 to actually get that kind of funding for 60,000. If your credit looks good, I definitely can get you a personal loan at that amount. But you definitely want to make sure that your profile is good enough to get it. And when I mean by good enough, I just mean like, no negatives. If you got negatives up there, you can forget getting that much money on a personal loan with a normal bank. A few years ago, I had a lady post that she was the only way to make money in credit repair. Wow. Wow. Okay, let's see. For the personal loan, outside of having the perfect profile, it's also important you can show proof that you can pay that back. Right. Does a business line of credit use the same approval algorithm as personal cards in regards to number of inquiries? I want to apply to Navy for business line of credit, but have a bunch of inquiries. Um, yeah, if you got a bunch of inquiries, it's definitely going to be hard for you to get it. Not saying that you can't get it unless your business is already established. Then you could possibly, still get it just from your business alone if you already have a business credit built up. But if if it's not built up, you just have a lot of inquiries and a lot of new accounts too. Then your chances are very low. Not saying you might not, you could still get something, but it may not be as much as you want to get. So to increase the amount you're going to get up front, then I would definitely suggest getting those off. Because it might be different between starting with 5,000 to 30,000. Big difference with a start of a credit line. Let's see the king. What's the income range they look for? Now, with that amount of money, I can tell you off the top of my head, basically what I do is I look at, what you make income wise, and you tell me how much money you need to get. How much do you need? Not everybody has amount of money that they want, but how much do you need? Because I can always try to get you more, but we want to see if we can get you qualified at least for what you need first. If we can do that, then we can always escalate it up. But I can't really tell you because I deal with 11 different banks on the personal loan side. So, you know, 1 second, Jeremiah. Yes. Let's see, what's income that you can put on a credit card app typically won't trigger? What is the income that you can put on a credit card app that typically won't trigger a POI? Now, I do like anywhere between 70,000 and like 88,000, something like that for a person who can't back it up. If you can back it up, hey, put all of it, put all the bonuses, put your whole, all the whole shebang. But keep in mind when you're applying for a credit card, it's not based on how much money you make, based on how much money you make in the household. So that means it could be you, it could be your wife, it could also be your kid who works part-time at McDonald's. It could also be any other alimony or any other income you have coming in, period. I'm saying, in that household altogether. It's all household income, not personal income. Yes, sir. Go take that off. You're wearing that tomorrow. That's for tomorrow's outfit.
I'm wearing that.
Yeah, for tomorrow. Yes. Go take it off. He got new clothes. He ready to wear them right now. Like, bro, come on, man. Anyway, get back to the rest of these questions. You must have a credit clean profile to get a mortgage loan. Not necessarily buried. Like I said, it depends on the bank. I'm just going to say that. It really does. Let's see. Boom, boom. You good. Angie Mack, how to do credit sweeps. Now, my process is different than everybody else's, which is just, my knowledge of what I do on that. I will be doing some ebooks where I might give out some of that game. I have some different level of ebooks. I have some ebooks dropping very soon. And so with those, you buy the ebook, you'll get that knowledge on that. Let's see. PenFed. That's the bank I was looking for, credit union. Man, I couldn't even think of it. It was killing me. Yes, y'all got me. Y'all got me. Is Open Sky a good secure card, and does it do a hard pull? Open Sky, they say it's a good one. I prefer Discover, but of course you got to have a higher score for Discover secured card and Navy Federal secured card. Those are the two that I personally suggest, which are good. But I'm not saying Open Sky is not good. I just don't. I don't really push people a lot to get secured cards. But if you're going to get one that's actually going to change it into a legitimate card and give you some actually high limits when it does become unsecured. And I can start you off with $300 unsecured. You're going to get like, $1,000+ or more unsecured. Okay, so my choices: Discover, Navy Fed for secured cards. Yep, Delta is one too. Can you get a loan for the cosigner? Yes, you can get a cosigner as well. You can do a cosigner and still get a loan. Absolutely, as long as you can back that money up, you can get it. Oh yeah, digital credit union. Yep, they're fantastic as well. Are you doing season 45 days, 45 business days? Yep. Plus, I know someone that charges $3,800 for credit sweeps and removes student loans and BKs in 48 hours. Fantastic. Yeah, they do it for $3,800 for 48 hours. That's great. That's awesome. My prices don't start that high. But to guarantee something in 48 hours, boy, that person's taking a lot of heat. Can you get business equipment financing? Yes, sure can. You right now, you got approved 30% down and 11.5% interest rate. Need better terms. Drake, hit me up. Hit me up. I'll see what I can do for you. Now tomorrow's my son's birthday, so that's why he's all hyped with his new clothes on and stuff. So I'll try my best to kind of squeeze it in. If you send me this information tonight, I can kind of get the information to my partner here, and that way everything can we can see what we can do for you by tomorrow, midday. Now, if you wait till tomorrow, it probably won't get done until Thursday. Like I said, I'm gonna be all turned up with little man. So, but anyway, so I just want to drop y'all a couple lines. I'm saying, this evening. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for everybody who is up here. If you need help, make sure you hit my line, J Knows Credit. You already know. Follow me on Instagram at J Knows Credit. There's no underscores, none of that right there. It's just at J Knows Credit for some other giveaways and things. Anybody who follows me tonight, by 11 o'clock, around like 11:15, 11:30, I will post who's actually winning. If you haven't done that already, make sure you subscribe. If you haven't subscribed already, hit notification button so you know what's going on. And said a lot of things is coming. A lot of things is coming right now. On the business side, email address. I'm gonna put that down here for you as well. Let's see. Got that for you. All right. There's email address as well. Hit me up there. Some of the information, Drake. And what I'm saying, y'all be good. You have a great night. And y'all see some more giveaways tonight. Hit me up for a service if you haven't already. Hit me up for a service or a consultation, and you want to be entered for the actual big drawing. The big drawing is going to be for, I'm gonna be giving away Cash App payments of like $25, $50, $100 on Cash App payments. It's going to be like ink removals. It's going to be free authorized users with like 15K, 20K limits on the AUs. There's going to be free credit repair, free credit sweep, all that kind of stuff. So if you haven't already gotten a service, get something. Even if you just get 5 inquiries removed, pay for 5 inquiries, enter you for a chance that you can actually get all your inquiries removed or get a credit sweep or something like that. So really cool thing. Make sure, like I said, give thing a thumbs up, and don't forget, credit is queen. So treat her like a queen, and get ready. See y'all on Thursday. Have a great night.